Hi. So another week, another series, and with that another video. So this time we played actually as a full roster against a full roster, no stand-ins on either side, and we played against the top dog right now. At the start of the series, they were 8-2, the only team that basically lost or lost only two games of the series that they played, or 6 series that they played. Um, Everything was pretty fine at the start, I guess. uh, Nobody was really raging or anything like that. And then came the draft, where I think I was pretty prepared. Um, could be that I've missed a few things, which we are gonna talk about later on in the second game. But for the first game, I think I did okay in terms of preparation. I knew that I have to ban Lina Reiki and they are probably gonna get Tusk. So I wasn't even surprised by the fact that he first picked Tusk. What I was surprised though about was that they banned Treant, and I think it was something +1. I actually don't remember what it was, but it wasn't Shaker. So I got the Shaker Darkseer duo again, and then they replied with Shadow Fiend, which I was nearly pretty sure is scary, but um, others thought that there is a possibility of it being a mid. So then we continued banning. I mostly focused on the bans that I scouted, so nothing specifically um, intuitive there. I think it was mostly literally just banning out heroes. I banned them then dying. Uh, I'm What else did I ban? Whatever. You'll see it on the screen. And then we had 15. We had second pick again this game, so I got myself an Oracle. I thought it's a decent hero. Like the save is just okay. Then they got, I believe it was Hoodwink and Ogre. I'm not sure in which order. I think it was Hoodwink into Ogre or Ogre into Hoodwink. I don't remember, but I know these two they picked in the second phase. So AG suggested CK. I also thought it's okay CK game. Like it is not anything astonishing, but it's not bad either. So Grim disagreed. He said he doesn't want to play CK, so I asked him what does he want to play. And then there was silence, and then he said go play CK, so I picked CK.
Okay, no word of a lie, we should probably consider taking this. They have absolutely no way of dealing with the CK. Yeah, their lineup fucking sucks versus CK.
The Hoodwink they played on only on 3. They didn't play them on 4. So this could be like Dusk mid, and then even
You
though
can
they
just take
didn't play.
CK now. I can play a mid in worst case.
10 seconds remain.
You okay with CK Grim, or do you have any other ideas?
I don't want to play CK.
Then what are your other suggestions?
You can
I
take
mean, it needs to be a really good hero if you're not taking CK in mind.
sure
Because they have
take
nothing.
the CK.
They got
I
nothing
mean,
to
I
do
can,
with
I
assume
can
that this will
also
be a free win
see,
CK then.
I can also see Ursa here, but
So it's just gonna get kited way too hard though.
Just
Later
get the CK.
The
We can just put Grim middle, so like
between the stars.
fine. And then the last bands, the I don't fucking remember. It's just my head is just fucking drilled. I think. Point is, last pick was Leshrac, which I did not really expect. We were thinking a lot of heroes, but all of them seemed too greedy. And Leshrac, in my mind, I didn't even like popped up because like it's just too greedy. Like, let's face it. And Iggy asked for patch. I think that's okay. Okay, Leshrac.
Wisely.
So, what do you want against the Leshmet? Can go Kunkka.
10 seconds remain.
Come on, guys, help him.
5
Like,
seconds remain.
Patch is there. I mean, I am gonna pick the Kunkka otherwise, but like, it's up to
yo,
you.
Iggy and Grim, this is like literally your moment
What?
to shine.
What? I am playing the.
Okay, never mind.
I am playing the CK, correct? What, what do I say?
You have 10 seconds, Iggy.
I can
Give me
go
Pudge.
Pudge, okay, let's go.
Captain's mode.
The Bunga would have been a nice suggestion, that's true. Didn't thought of that, but it's okay. What I mentioned at the start of the game was like, SF, Leshrac, and Hurvig are pretty fucking greedy. Same goes with Tusk. Like, Tusk is a very greedy position for hero. Which at that point I knew it is Tusk plus 4 because that Mikkel guy plays basically exclusively only Tusk and Hoodwing. So so I was pretty sure that like that is an offline. And they choose to play the Hoodwing as a core, so it is pretty fucking greedy, especially the way Mikkel plays it from what I've seen. Yeah, and then Grim surprised us with his raging style 30, like literally as soon as we got into the game. So, yeah, please listen to this.
I think I'm playing a CK into a garbage CK game, guys. Why am I playing this hero?
Can you?
This is the worst CK game ever.
No, okay. I need you to elaborate on why you think it's a bad CK game.
There is a fear, there is less solutions,
that
there
has
is shit on
nothing
off
to do
shit.
with that, though.
Can we please not? And
Okay.
to be honest, Grim, like I asked you during the draft, first of all.
Yeah?
You said that that you don't want to play CK, fine. And then you
Yeah?
said, okay, go play CK. Can you fucking
Because we
chill?
insist.
Can you fucking chill for one fucking game? Like, I'm not even fucking
Yeah?
kidding. This is fucking annoying. And I'm fucking done. I've been holding this for fucking 5 weeks and I'm fucking done. And I'm pretty sure the others agree.
Okay.
Agreed.
So fucking chill. We just started a game. Please.
30 seconds to
We can
battle.
discuss it afterwards. If you insist. Holy shit. Sorry, guys.
No problem, let's go. Let's destroy them.
Yeah, yep.
Get them bitches.
Yeah, and then I fucking slipped because I'm fucking done, and I said it in last video as well. I'm not gonna give a fuck about this anymore. Like the you know, when you ask him in a draft and like what is he wants and he tells you nothing, then he tells you to go play CK. Like, I'm sorry, dude, but like this is unacceptable. Like, actually unacceptable. He told me when we were starting the league that like he wanted to draft players that don't know him because not everybody in the league likes him and he already has a certain reputation. Yeah, I bet. I fucking bet you have a certain reputation. Yeah, so the start of the game was really, really bad, starting from the runes. You know, like I just was way too angry and I can reset, I think, pretty fast, but it's not that fast. So I think everybody completely forgot about like, yeah, we can probably get 2 runes instead of 1. So we got only 1. yeah, like, I was just way too angry. I needed to reset super somehow quickly, which the lane didn't help. Because Grim decided to grieve as much as possible. Like that was basically his goal in this game. It looked like literally from the start because like I've replayed the part to myself where I was yelling at him and he was just making, you know, these sarcastic passive aggressive comments, which I actually didn't notice at that time. And then even the XD in the chat, like he was literally not giving a fuck. Like literally. And I actually didn't notice that. If I would have noticed that, I would have loved the game, I think. But yeah, I thankfully I didn't notice that, and it was literally apparent from when I was watching that afterwards that he just literally didn't gave a fuck about what I was saying. Literally didn't give a fuck. And the lane looked like that because of that, of course. So obviously the lane was one of the worst lanes I think I've ever had. It wasn't because Tusk and Hoodwink are overpowered or because Oracle and CK are really bad against it. Not really, no. It was because of the fact that Grim just decided to feed, literally on the lane, feed. He didn't give any shit about laning principles, which you will see, yeah. Like the lane was insane. He was letting me die when I wanted to try and help him. He just didn't give a fuck. He just went. When he was like 100 HP, he just stood there trying to hit creeps or whatever he was doing instead of like I don't know, even probably going to base. Like I don't fucking understand. Like he was literally griefing the lane, and the fact that he was just letting me die, you know, like yeah, well, there is a task chasing my oracle. What am I gonna do? Let's just farm creeps, you know. And the skill build was even worse. He went passive, which is okay, and then level strike he went reality rift. Who the fuck does that? Like, please. You always need a stun on the lane, level 2. Then level 3, guess what? He got a passive! So we didn't have a stun till level 4! Oh my god! You know, so yeah, like these small things that maybe, you know, no. Like he was literally griefing the lane. I was really angry. Really angry. And I thought that I'm gonna be able to reset during the laning stage. No. No. Hell no. Hell no, I wasn't able to reset because it was just way too much. Honestly, it was just way too much. So the lane went poorly. I wasn't able to reset. I was just getting more and more angry because I knew what he was doing, and he knew that I knew what he was doing, which was making me angry even more. But yeah, I was like, all right, I need to reset. I need to deal with that. So eventually, I just left the lane. Like fuck that. Um, what triggered me later on was that I was passing Grim in the in the ancient area, and then I saw fucking Helm of Iron Will, Magic Wand, Gauntlet, Bracer, and double gloves of haste. No boots, no nothing. Basically, absolutely nothing. Like when I saw this, I was like, yeah, the game's probably GG, and that triggered me even more than you think. Like literally. Well, yeah, the game was pretty fucking bad. Like from the graph standpoint, even like at 30 minutes they had like 15k gold lead and like nearly 20k was like around 18k XP lead. Like that game was fucking bad. But they started making mistakes, specifically when they had Aegis, when high ground Iggy got a pretty sick hook, to be fair, where we managed to take a fight. Afterwards, we won the fight, and then slowly but surely we were getting back to the game. And actually, eventually, we won the game. There were, I think, like 2 or 3 team fights afterwards, but other than that, Later on, we came back, but we didn't came back because our gameplay. We came back because they made mistakes, a lot of them. They just started being cocky. They just started being super aggressive and way too much daring, I would say, and that led them to lose this game. So we won at like 46 minutes. When I said, that we can discuss that stuff afterwards, when I yelled at him, like, guess who was completely silent after the game? You know? So there was no discussion about the pick suddenly. So that was that.
Go. Lovely.
Good shit, guys. Oh shit. Nice.
I'm walking. I'm walking very so fucking fast.
That's BKB and he dead.
Kill this guy.
Yeah, no BKB on SF. Nice grab. Good job. Good job. Good fucking job, boys. Nice Fisher.
Oh!
Bogres
No
is
protection.
the no dust, right? Yeah, unfortunate.
Nope. There he is.
Nice.
Easy. Clap, boys.
Nice. 4 minutes ago.
Okay.
Nice.
I'm here. I'm here.
Unless you're expert. Shit.
Vision.
Oh no. Oh.
We're good.
Easy echo again.
Nice. Damn, man.
I don't know if we can take this, guys.
I have 30 seconds.
He did no ogre.
Fly back home. That's just a food for nothing, that's good.
And with their bottom tower demolished, you have taken
Nice.
Well played.
I will just,
Okay, kill.
Oracle, can you perch me?
wait. Yes.
Check.
For
Sick, guys.
Well played.
That's a-
I think this is GG. Well played.
Not yet. We played to the game.
Oh shit. A little bit deep, I guess.
That's 5 buybacks. Literally 5 buybacks.
Yep.
Yeah. And they can't get Aegis.
You all buybacks?
Aegis is gonna be in 45. Otherwise, we let them have this. We don't really care.
Do I fortify, guys, or do we just let the
Yeah,
Rex?
yeah, yes, he can.
I think the Rexes we do well. There's a runaway.
Drop ball,
Use
drop
your
ball,
spells.
drop ball, drop ball.
The Rex. Nice one. Turn to me, face me. I will force you.
GG.
Good job.
Well played. Sick.
Nice. Good job. Well played.
Fight, boys.
Nice.
Yeah, good
Good
job.
recovery.
And what are you doing, Hanson? What are you doing, Hanson? What are you doing? Oh,
Nice CK.
you're on a
Good job,
belly
man.
rub.
Well played. The rain was a
Yeah,
rough,
belly
but you bounced back really nice.
Belly
Well played.
rubs. Yeah, you
Dick
like the
rubs,
belly
actually.
rubs, don't you? Yes, you do. Mm.
The lane sucked dick, but like, who gives a fuck? The second game was a lot more interesting. Because they obviously banned Shaker. I did the same bans, and then they insta-locked Primal Beast. I banned Lina Reki, they banned Tree Shaker, I think. They insta-locked Primal, which I was completely unprepared for. That's what I mean from like the drafting and scouting standpoint. What I said before. This caught me off guard completely because I was like, okay, I'm pretty sure he's gonna get task. No, they actually went for insta-lock, literally insta-lock Primal. I was looking at it, and then I was like, okay, so this opens up Task Darkseer for me. KP said he doesn't really play Task that much, so that was immediately out of the window. So then I thought, okay, well, we played Mars Rubik Lane. We already know it. Guys already play it. We played with it. Let's do that. And they said, okay, so we went for that. Then they picked Undying, and then just protected the Undying in a ban with Snap. That's what I remember. But from my standpoint, I still didn't knew what is like, because I thought, yeah, I'm tired, guys. This Primal is position 3. That's what I was at least going with, and I knew the Undying was 5 based on the scouting they did. So immediately when I saw that, I was like, I want Ursa. And for me, it was just about, yeah, the enemy carry also plays Ursa, so I really would like for him not to pick it. But I was like, okay, either I'm gonna pick Ursa 15, or I'm gonna risk it and pick Ursa at 18. Uh, I risked it. I thought about it, and I risked it, and I picked Oracle. Because they didn't ban it, they didn't respect it. In the first game, it was pretty good, so I was like, all right, let's try one more time. And we played the exact same thing actually. We played Ursa, Oracle, Rubik, Mars, and then it was +1. So I got the Oracle and I said like, what's probably the worst thing that can happen? Spectre. And I would really like if I could have hear what they were saying, because they literally wasted a full minute and a half, or like 2 minutes if we include those initial 30 seconds on the pick, into picking Spectre.
Do we wait with the Ursa pick?
Uh,
10 seconds
I hope we will get it, but
Yeah.
5
we'll see.
seconds remain.
Let's just go this again. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? Spectre, maybe. Please don't pick Ursa, please. I know that Kerry plays it, but please. That would be very nice of you.
10 seconds remain. 5 seconds remain.
They might go Slark. That would be bad. Also, we can go Marcy.
What, mid?
Either that, or we can, if you play it on 4 KP, you can put it on 4, and then if Iggy wants to take Rubik, he can play
What
Rubik.
what do I play as for?
Marcy.
I actually have not played it like for like 3 months.
Okay, then that's fine. Like, if Iggy would like Marcy later on, we can keep that in mind too.
I'm easy, to be honest. I play every hero apart from Tinker.
Yeah, I fucking called it. Spectre is there.
Oh,
Scheisse.
expected. Hmm.
But that's okay. That means they wanna counter me. So if we go Ursa, we chillin'. And they don't go Ursa, that's the most important thing.
Spectre
So
Ursa with Primal. I mean, they'd be smoking some fucking dank kush, I think.
yeah. That's how much I got into their heads with the Oracle. Like that was just like yeah. And obviously as an Oracle player I had my fair share of Spectre matchups. So I was pretty confident. Like I knew this game is gonna be super fucking pain, but I also knew that like I should be good enough and I should have enough experience to play that. Which actually was true. Um, I did manage to utilize the experience that I have on playing versus the Spectre, so it was good. So they wasted a lot of time into picking Spectre, and they also picked Void Spirit. Like, dude, looking at our draft, what we revealed was Rubik, Oracle, and Mars, and you're picking Void Spirit. Like that just literally screams at me two things. We kill this Oracle and we GG. Because we have a lot of movement how to get on top of Oracle, beginning with Primal Beast, following it up with Void Spirit, and then to top it up with Spectre Ult or Axe. So this is like we kill the Oracle within the game. There no heal, GG. So I got the Ursa. I thought it was pretty decent Ursa game. Then I banned Tusk, and then we were talking about Viper or Razor, where both were kind of bad against us, but we decided that Viper we can somewhat deal with, the Razor no. So I decided to ban the Razor, and then for the last pick, I was actually thinking about getting either Kanka or Viper. Because Viper is pretty solid. It's very good versus Void Spirit. It's very much lane dominator. He has passive that reduces magic resist, or gives magic resist, which is like insane against the Void Spirit matchup later on, obviously. It breaks the passive from Spectre, which makes her easier to kill afterwards, you know. It's not that big of a tombstone hitter, but he can be a very good tank, which is like something additional that we could utilize. Unfortunately, they were the ones that picked the Viper. Well, what can you do, I guess. So I started suggesting heroes. I thought about Patch, Grim, advised Leshrac. What else we were discussing? Kunka as well was still there. Then Iggy said that he wants either Dazzle or Doctor, so very similar to one of the first 2 weeks that we played. I wasn't sold out on the Doctor, but the Dazzle I was like, yeah, well that can work. It's a right clicker, like healing. I can work with that. And then he said he wants the Witch Doctor, and then I was like, alright, whatever. Like, we play for fun. We already did what we had to do. We already won a game, so fuck that. Let's just do whatever we want and try. So I picked the Doctor to answer the Viper, and then I also talked about the fact that we will just switch lanes. It is unfortunate, but we kinda have to, and let's just me and Ursa play versus the Spectre are dying. And then the Viper Primal will play against the Mars Rubik. The game overall afterwards was like pretty bad again at the start. It was mostly due to the fact that we went Battle Fury on Ursa in a game where we need to go tempo. Uh, on the other hand, like I didn't really mind it. The others did, but I didn't really mind it because I was like, I would rather play standard than get fucking Diffu and then get crashed. Because at that point we were already like losing one lane, which was the Viper, and the mid lane was kinda, you know, like, So rather more on the Void Spirit side because it is a Witch Doctor. Like you cannot dominate Void Spirit with Witch Doctor. Overall, which fucking matchup can you dominate with Witch Doctor? That's the biggest question. But yeah. And then kind of the roaming part started. They played the Primal literally to roam me. They were killing Iggy. There was nothing I could do. There was not much KP could do. So that was bad. And then they just like played on Snowball, which was pretty hard for them. They started running as 4 people, sometimes even 5. They played a lot with the Spectre Hound as well. I had a fucking rough game. Aronix had a fucking rough game because he was destroyed from the lane, and Iggy, like, he was saying that he has a good game. I didn't really believe that. Uh, So yeah, and we were losing a lot of fights. We were basically forced. Like at some point we got a DD on Ursa, so he went Rosh, he got Rosh. So that was beneficial a lot because that gave us like literally 5 minutes of time, or should have. We took a fight on mid which ended horribly, and we lost the Aegis. So and the Ursa eventually afterwards. But then they started making again the same mistakes. They got overconfident, super cocky, and super daring. So we slowly but surely were getting back to the game, like kill by kill. We killed Undying. Yes, we forced Arena on it, but like we got a kill. Like we literally at that point we take anything, always. So we got that. Then we uh, were if I remember correctly, we're moving a lot on like inside their jungle. All our smokes were actually pretty successful, I think, also, and like slowly, literally very slowly, we were getting back. There was one fight on mid lane when I bought back, which was really important. You will see that because I think I played that okay. It wasn't good by any means, but it was okay, and the buyback was needed. If I look back at it, like yeah, um, we I believe got second rush as well, if I remember. But that didn't really work out, I think. Or did it? I fucking don't remember. Like that game it was just so massive for me. There was a lot of small skirmishes, a lot of fights overall. The fights were very long, very chaotic. For me, it was fucking pain to play that game as Oracle. Uh, I was getting fucked by the Void Spirit and Spectre. Like in like 2 fights or 3 maybe, I did absolutely nothing because it wasn't because they played good. It was because I played really bad, which afterwards could be seen. Because if we compare, the early fights that I played bad, which was the positioning. Oracle is all about positioning. So if we compare that into fights later on, where I started to feel like a little bit more confident, um, because I think the early fights I played really bad because I was really scared because I had absolutely nothing. Like I was literally the only one in a team who had literally nothing. I was running around with boots for how long? Like 25 minutes. 25 minutes I was running around with only arcane boots. Like I'm not used to that. So besides the fact that I was still I was still thinking about the build. What should I go for? I was debating literally only 2 items: Force Staff or Glimmer. I was thinking about Mech, but that one I literally just discredited immediately after like first few fights because it was I knew that the Mech is not gonna just simply carried this game. So I was thinking about Force, Glimmer, literally the only two things, and I knew I'm gonna get both. It was just in regards of which order, and I decided to go for a Glimmer, similar as first game. I also went Glimmer, but in the first game it was kind of more clear. There was a lot more magical damage. In here, it is like a combination, which is screaming at me, like a Force Staff, because they have a lot of kite, lot of catch, but the Force Staff neglects kinda most of it. So I was thinking about that, and then the Force, and then I was like, yeah, well, usually when I play versus the Spectre, when I'm in pop, I play it greedy, and I do make items for myself, usually first time, which is Glimmer, and that usually works out. So I bought the Glimmer, and I'm glad I did, because that was literally the I think that was the item that like literally took me through the game, like actually. Then I followed it up with Force Staff, Ghost Scepter, nothing too overwhelming, I would say, pretty normal stuff. But yeah, and then like the Witch Doctor proved out to be not strong enough, but decent enough, I would say. The Maledict was the thing that dealt the most damage, I think, in this game. I cannot see it because I don't have Dota Plus here, but I'm pretty sure that was the thing that dealt the amount of damage that it dealt as a Witch Doctor. Like he dealt 98k damage, which I think, with all honesty, like at least 60% of it was the Maledict. Which is big, considering the fact that like Maledict is one spell that deals damage over time, and it deals around 50 to like 60k damage. That's a lot. But I think that was kind of those would be the numbers in my opinion. But yeah, and then uh, they kinda. I think there was one fight where they literally just bought like 3, 4 people, like at some point maybe even 5, like throughout the fight. It was horrible. Like I said, those fights were insane. And then yeah, then it was like kind of GG. Like the only problem was the ending, because getting Grim to listen, and the others to listen to me, to go for don't fight, because they are just stalling, because the only one who was alive was Spectre and Void Spirit, and Grim had like 0 mana, and he was trying to constantly try and kill them, which was bullshit. Like finally, when they listened, I make them to go for the Megas, so we got the Megas, and then when I said to go back, they decided to go in. And then I said go back, and then KP, which me and him were both dead, we were telling them to go back, and they were still fighting going in. And the worst part is they had 0 mana on Doctor, 0 mana on Ursa, and they fought Spectre and Void. Then they fought Spectre, Void, or like, yeah, Spectre, Void, and Undying, and Primal on top of that, I think. They managed to kill the Void Spirit, which bought back. They managed to kill the Spectre, which was on dieback. It was, and still they managed to fight throughout all of them. Like that was insane. Like I said it even after. Like they have big balls. Like if it would have been me, I'm just like, oh, okay, if you wanna fight, go fight. I'm done. Like bye, see ya. Because the safer play was just go get Megas, go back, we chillin', we farm, buybacks, we get ages. They bought back a lot of people, so we chillin'. We take the ages because they have to be scared at that point. We just fight them if they decide to go, and we win that fight, because there's literally, we just threw everything on one person that is on a dieback. If he dies, the fight is over. It's 4v5. You can't stop us, literally. So that would have been the safer play. Well, they stood their ground. They won. They killed everybody, and they called GG. So we made our first 2-0 against the best team, and at the basically the end, there is one more week, and I kind of hope we are gonna lose, but we are playing against the worst team in the league. On the other hand, so yeah, there is, I would say, a pretty high chance possibility that we will get to playoffs, which I'm not really glad about, but what can you do, I guess. Alright, I will let you enjoy the rest of the video, and I will see you in the next week. Bye. I cannot say more.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
Can we please
Real.
go... Yeah, just like this. Nice one.
Nice one. Try to get back.
Just go Megas, please. Don't finish. No. Go Megas. It's way easier. The tier 4s are way too big.
No hands, no hands.
I bought into this KP2, so we are
Yeah,
gonna die
same.
back.
Oh shit.
Like, really, just go towers. They are
Just
back in
take the
50
tower.
seconds. They have no shit. Don't fight them. You don't have to. They are the ones that are forced to fight you. So just go take the tower. And the Rex is impossible. Melee first, please. They are just literally trying to buy time. So fuck this and just get this. You are gonna get this. You will have Megas. You have plenty of time. Well played. And you get back together. You don't fight this. They are back in zone.
Unless you get this.
Okay, sick arena. Nice. Let's die back. Can you chill? Just get out. Even though the Spectre is dead, like, you don't have to fight this. You have Viper back in 28. I guess we're not fine. Nice kill.
Nope.
Nice. Bye, Mac.
Can you guys try and get out now, please?
Yeah,
Please.
like, I really don't like this. This is dragging
Please.
for way too long. You need to reset. You have no mana or something. Just get out now, please. Like, back in, Viper is back. If they
call
go
GG.
GG, they go GG, that's fine.
Fuck.
Nice, well played. Holy shit. Okay, big balls on you three, actually big balls. Well played. Man, I was sweating for you three, just watching that.
Like one misclick and everything was just dead.
yeah. But you made it very nice.